no other name so sweet as Jesus. No one ever cared so much for me as to shed his precious blood to save me. No one ever cared so much for me. There's no one who cares like Jesus. There's no friend so precious to me, who would walk and carry a cross up to Calvary. No one ever cared so much for me. When I see him face to face in glory, I will bow at his nail-scarred feet, and I'll thank him for the pain he suffered, all because he cared so much for me. There's no one who cares like Jesus. There's no friend so precious to me, who would walk and carry a cross up to Calvary. No one ever cared so much for me, who would walk and carry a cross up to Calvary. No one ever cared so much for me.
Well, happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope your day's going well. It's good to see you here again as we have encouragement with the Johnsons. The passage of scripture I was reading this morning led me to that song, and choosing it to be the song I would play this morning. In Ephesians chapter 5, Paul is writing to the church there at Ephesus, and he is trying to encourage them to live a godly life. You know, it's difficult with the pressures and temptations of the world all around us, with the allurements of Satan and his tricks and all that goes on. It's hard to live the Christian life. We have help to do that, and we should be able to do it as we trust in the Lord and lean on him. But Paul was writing, to the church at Ephesus in chapter 5 in order to encourage them that the right thing to do was to live a godly life. And he takes his readers to 2 or 3 different scenes in order to give them a clear understanding of what he's teaching in chapter 5. He first takes them to the temple in verses 1 through 7, and he reminds them of the sacrifice that Jesus made for you and me. That's what we were just singing about. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it amazing that God's only begotten Son would come down from heaven's glory, live a sinless, perfect life, and then go to an old cross on Golgotha's hill, the cross of Calvary, and die there for the sins of mankind. What a wonderful gesture of love, of God's love and his care for us. And Paul said, I want to remind you of the sacrifice Jesus made. And that's what led me to the song that we played this morning. I hope that was a blessing to you. But Jesus made for us a tremendous sacrifice when he died in our place on the cross of Calvary. Paul then takes them, secondly, to the field in verses 8 through 14 of chapter 5 of Ephesus. And he of the Ephesians, and he reminds us that we're to be walking in light. And if we walk in light, that produces spiritual fruit. Galatians 6, 22, 23. And he uses the field, the example of a crop growing in the field, or of a tree having on it apple or pear or peach, whatever it may be, that is reminds us that we're walking in the light to produce spiritual fruit. And what a joy it is to know that we can do that. It's encouraging to know that Jesus died for us, and it's encouraging to know that he then gives us that which we need to be able to walk and produce spiritual fruit. And then Paul takes his readers to the marketplace in verse 15 through 17, and he exhorts us and them to be like good merchants who know how to buy up in opportunity and then to sell or use that opportunity then wisely to redeem the time. And what a blessing it is to know that when Jesus died and was a sacrifice for us, then he gives us opportunity to produce spiritual fruit. And then he teaches us how to make it to be beneficial to us as we go along. Then we follow Paul to the banqueting hall, the last stop there in next to the last stop, verses 18 through 21. He says, we learn to walk in the Spirit, thankful and submissive to one another. And then Paul's last visit takes us to the home. And there is where he uses marriage as a picture of the relationship between Christ and the church. Christ loved us and died for us, but today he loves us and cares for us. Wow. The intimate life is pictured in the Song of Solomon in the scriptures, and also shows us the reality that if we will yield to Jesus, yield to him, he will make much of our lives. That's encouraging, my friends. Read Ephesians chapter 5 as you have opportunity, and think about that as you go forth today. Jesus died in our place so that we might have the privilege to live for him. And we are obligated to work hard to do that. Well, you have a great day. I hope that the Lord will go before you. I know he will if you ask him to. And he'll bless your life as he accompanies you along, as you pray and thank him for his goodness to us. Listen, let's be thankful and let's be encouraged to live godly lives because of what Jesus did for us. Have a great day, and hope to see you next time. We have encouragement right here with the Johnsons. Bye-bye.